Hello everyone, I am Rohit. I on behalf of Sri Aurobindo Society would like to welcome all you teachers to one of the most successful and innovative idea sharing platforms of India, ZIIEI. Here we will be discussing about new and innovative techniques for the different lessons and chapters that we take in the class, and in short, how to make the whole process of learning fun and interesting for the kids. The chapter that I'll be taking today is from NCERT board, class 5. The subject name is mathematics and the lesson name is tens and hundreds. The main innovation, the innovative idea that I'll be taking today for covering this chapter is concept explanation. The innovation behind this idea is to express things in such a way so that we can give hands-on experience to the kids so that they can relate easily to their day-to-day life. The main concepts that we'll be covering with the help of this innovation are expressing decimals in the form of fractions, using the commonly used terms of length, smaller, larger units of length, and also using the 4 modes of operations for solving problems. Before starting the class, we need to make some pre-arrangements. First of all, we'll be having some stationery items like pencils, sharpeners, and erasers, and we will also need 10 by 10 grids of 100 boxes in 10 groups. First of all, we'll focus on explaining the concept of converting fractions in the terms in decimals and also using the commonly used smaller and larger units of length. For that, we do a small activity. We ask the students to take out the pencils, each one pencil from the bags, and ask them to guess the length of the pencil and note it down and record it in the notebooks. They will be guessing different items, like they might say, some might write in millimeters, some might write in centimeters. Then we tell them that you take a scale, measuring scale, and you measure the pencil with the measuring scale, and now you note down the value. We continue with the process. Then we explain to the kids that how the measurement system works. That is, if we take a measuring scale, 10 units will be equal to 1 centimeter and single unit will be equal to 1 millimeter. And how we can write 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters, or we can write 1 by 10 centimeter equal to 1 millimeter, or 0.1 centimeter equal to 1 millimeter. That is how we can convert the fractions into decimals in terms of the commonly used units of length. Next, we continue with the activity. We ask the students to take out a few more items from the bags, like eraser, sharpener, or pencil box, and the notebook. We ask them to make different columns for that and ask them to measure the other things with the help of the measuring scale and write down the values. First in terms of centimeter, next in terms of millimeter, and how we can do the conversions. We continue with the process that way. Then we give them some homeworks. We ask the students to go to their home and make a note of the different currencies. We ask them to take some currencies from their home, like 10 rupee note, 5 rupee note, 100 rupee note, 500 rupee note, and write, measure all the items and write down the values. And prior to that, we ask them to write the value, the guessing value. We ask them, without using the scale, we ask them to guess some values and write down the values. Then in the second column, they will be measuring the note and write the value. And in the third column, they will write the value in terms of millimeter. This way, they will be getting a better understanding of the measurement process. Next, we move on to explaining the concept of expressing fractions and decimals, and also using these things with the help in terms of money, and also what is the importance of place value in terms of money. For that, we do a simple activity. We divide the whole class into 10 groups and give each group 10 by 10 grid of paper. We ask them to draw drawings, some designs as per their wish, and then we continue with the class. We ask them, how many boxes are there? They might say 10, 100. Okay. So what will one box represent? We continue with the class. We explain to them that one box will be equal to 1 by 100. That means it's a part of the hundredths box. Now if we assume that if we take the whole grid, if we assume the whole grid to be 1 rupee, that means one box will be equal to how much? 1 by 100 of a rupee, that is 1 paisa, that is 0.01 rupee. That way we tell them the importance of money, how we can express money in terms of decimal, and what is the importance of place value in terms of money. Next we move on to using explain the kids about the using different operations, plus, minus, division and multiplication in terms of money, and how to solve problems with that. For that we show them a chart where there are values written for different monies, like of different countries with respect to our country India. Then we play a quiz game with them. We ask them few questions like, if we take the 100 rupee note currency to Japan, what will be the value? Or say suppose Mr. X wants to buy 1000 rupees item from USA, but he's taking 1000 rupees, then what will be the conversion, and so on. That way we continue the class, giving the students a brief understanding, a better understanding of the chapter. And there are many learning outcomes with this process, like they will be learning about different fractions, they will be learning about decimals, they will be learning about conversion process, they will be learning about different currencies of countries. Along with this, they will be also developing the critical thinking, decision making process, and so on. This way with the continued process. That's all for this video. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe.